Scientifically proven antioxidants to support a long, healthy life. Hills. Science does more.
We have a Ramadan glam emergency. Let's go!
Ta-da! Look at your makeover. What do we think?
Love it. Oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Ramadan glam done right with Home Zara.
Stayed through the silence. The silence came in slowly. Not all at once, not loud. It crept into the spaces where voices used to crowd. At first it felt like absence, like something had been lost, like life had closed its doors on me and left me with the cost. But I didn't run from quiet, I didn't feel the air. I stayed right where the sound had been and learned to sit there. I stayed through the silence when nothing spoke my name, when days had no direction and nights felt all the same. The quiet showed me everything I tried so hard to hide. The fears, the doubts, the broken parts I carried deep inside. There was no noise to save me, no distraction to lean on, just me and all the truth I was when everything was gone. I stayed through the silence and slowly something changed. What once felt empty started to feel like open space. I learned the quiet seeps inside and reshapes how you see. It strips away the urgency and leaves you with what's real in me. The mind calms down when no one speaks. The heart begins to heal. I found my footing in the steel when nothing else was near. I stayed through the silence when running felt so near. I learned that staying still is brave when escape appears. The world will turn with sound one day, with questions and demand. But I walk back into the noise with calm inside my hand, because silence gave me something no crowd could ever give. It taught me how to stay with life and still live. I stay through the silence and I'm not afraid of it now. I know it's just a season, not a vow. The quiet is no longer empty, it's where I return when the world feels heavy. lessons burn. So if you're standing in the quiet and it feels too wide to face, stay. The silence is not the end. It's where you find your place. I stay through the silence, and that's how I grew. The man I am was shaped by days that no one knew. There was a time I thought stopping meant I had lost the way. That if I slowed my breathing down, I would begin to fade. I ran until my legs were empty, until my chest burned dry. I thought endurance meant no pause, and strength meant never why. But the body speaks in quiet ways when the mind won't hear. And mine began to teach me truths I'd avoided for years. I learned to rest without quitting, to pause without retreat, to sit inside the moment still and not admit defeat. I learned that rest is not surrender, it's sharpening the blade. It's listening to what remains before the strength decays. The nights I slept without guilt, the days I moved with care, I felt my power return again from being aware. I learned to rest without quitting, and that changed my pace. I stopped confusing exhaustion with keeping my place. The world still tried to rush me on, to push me, test my spine, but I learned to trust my timing, and the line was mine. I stopped breaking myself in half to prove that I was strong. I learned that staying whole is more than lasting long. I learned to rest without quitting, and now I understand that discipline is knowing when to open your hand. I watch men burn to prove their worth and disappear in strain. I chose to step back, breathe again, and return with gain. Rest gave me clarity, it gave me depth and sight. It taught me how to move again without a fight. I learned to rest without quitting, and I carry that now. The calm that lives inside my chest shows me how. Now when the pressure builds again, I don't run or freeze. I rest, I listen, I return with ease. So if you're tired in the middle of something worth your time, remember this, rest is not the end, it's part of the climb. Learn to rest without quitting, and that's how I remain. Not slower, not weaker, but steady in the strain. I spent years moving too fast, like something was behind me. Every road was an escape, every turn was hurry. I didn't look back, didn't slow, didn't ask what I felt. I stayed ahead of the silence by being someone else. But the legs grow tired of fleeing, and the heart gets tired too. And one day I reach the end of speed with nothing left to do. That was the day I stopped running, not because the fear was gone, but because I finally saw where I belong. I turned around and faced the weight I carried all this time. I let the past catch up with me and cross the line. The ground felt strange beneath my feet, so still, so wide, so bare. But staying showed me something new that running never shared. That was the day I stopped running and learned to stand my ground. I heard my breath for the first time without the sound. The memories came in steady waves, not sharp, not wild, just real. I didn't drown, I didn't fight, I let myself feel. I realized escape was fear disguised as motion fast, and peace was never found ahead, it waited in the past. That was the day I stopped running and nothing broke apart. Oh, I didn't lose myself that day, I found my heart. The road didn't disappear, it simply changed its shape. From endless miles of fleeing to one deliberate step. Now when the world gets loud again and pressure starts to rise, I remember how it felt to stay and hold my eyes. That was the day I stopped running and I've never gone back, because staying taught me something that speed always lacked. So if you're tired of the chase of always moving on, try standing still one moment and see what's gone. The day I stopped running was the day I became. Not faster, not lighter, but steady and the same. But I learned to live with the scar. At first I tried to hide it, like it wasn't really there. I covered it with silence, with pretending I didn't care. I thought healing meant erasing every mark I could see, but But time kept showing me the truth, that it would live with me. So I stopped fighting the reminder, stopped wishing it away, and learned to walk beside it day after day. I learned to live with the scar, not as a sign of defeat, but as proof I made it through and stayed on my feet. It doesn't ache the way it used to, it doesn't burn at night, it just rests beneath my skin now, a line of quiet light. I used to measure every step, afraid it would reopen, but scars don't break you twice. Once the wound is spoken, I learned to live with the scar and stop calling it pain. It became a part of my story that didn't need explaining. I've seen men try to cut theirs out like it never belonged. They bleed again, call it fate, but they've been wrong. I chose a steadier path to carry what I earned, to let the scar remind me of everything I learned. I learned to live with the scar, and that changed my pace. I stopped running from the past and faced my fate. The scar taught me patience, it taught me how to wait, it showed me that healing isn't clean or perfectly straight. It sits with me in silence when the nights grow long, not as a wound, not as a threat, but as a song. I learned to live with the scar, and it taught me this truth, that strength is not forgetting but moving through. Now when I see it in the mirror, I don't look away, I nod to the version of me who stays. So if you're carrying a mark you wish would disappear, remember this, scars are not the end, they're proof you're here. I learned to live with the scar, and now I understand some things don't need to be fixed to be part of the man. It sat on my shoulder without warning, day after day, year after year. A pressure I couldn't set down, a presence always near. I felt it in my breath and bones, in every step I made. The kind of weight that doesn't scream, slowly makes you fade. I thought I'd fall beneath it all, I thought I'd lose my line, but something in me learned to stand and hold its spine. The weight didn't bend, taught me how to stay. It showed me how to carry more without giving way. I adjusted where I placed my feet. I strengthened where I shook. I stopped asking life for mercy and changed the way I look. The Lord became my teacher. The strain became my guide. It showed me which parts of me were strong inside. The weight didn't bend me. It shaped my frame. It carved a steadier posture and gave me name. I've seen men collapse under lead because they fought the ground. They tried to throw the burden off and lost what they found. I learned to carry with awareness, not with pride or rage. I learned that pressure handled well becomes a stage. The weight didn't bend me. It slowed my pace. It taught me how to keep my form in every place. The nights were long, the days were thin, but I held the line. I learned that endurance is a craft refined with time. Now when the pressure returns again, it doesn't scare my breath. I know how much I can carry and where I rest. The weight still sits upon my back, but it sits correct. It doesn't own my movement now or change my direction. I walk with calm beneath the load, with purpose in my frame. Cause the weight that tried to break me strengthened me the same. The weight didn't bend me, and that's my quiet truth. Not because it was light, but because I grew. So if you're carrying something heavy and you feel out of place, remember this: weight reveals your strongest base. The weight didn't bend me, it made me stand. And everything I carry now, I carry as a man. I'm still walking slowly. I don't move like I used to. I don't rush the ground. I've learned that speaking loud to you in silence tells you how. The world keeps pushing forward, asking me to run, but I've already learned my lesson from what speed is down. I'm still walking slowly, one step at a time. I don't need to outrun the past. I just need to stay in line. I've seen men burn their strength away, trying to arrive. They chase the next bright moment and forget to stay alive. I chose a different rhythm, one my body understands, where each step is placed with purpose and my feet still touch the land. I'm still walking.